We have Tamur. Dang it. People have been correcting me about this forever. Tamurkhan. Tamurkhan? Okay, can I just go on record as saying Tarmakhan is a way cooler name? Even though I know that's not the correct name now. Tamurkhan. Whatever. Big Ogre Boy versus Grand Cathay. Pigman versus Captain Telis. So we have Tamurkhan. Tamurkhan. Yeah. Tamurkhan. That's such a stupid name. No, I'm going on record. That's a stupid name. That is so... It does not flow off the tongue well. It's not imposing. It's such a dumb name. It's a dumb name. Tarmakhan, Ender of Worlds. Tamurkhan, Opener of Cans. If you give me a can with one of those little pop-tap lids, where you can just grab the lid and like pull it and the can opens, I can open the shit out of it. If it's actually like sealed, I can't do anything about it, because I'm Tamurkhan. Tarmakhan, Sun Eater, Defiler of Villages, Despoiler of Worlds. Hi, I'm Tamurkhan. I'm gonna fix your sweater for you. It's a little off kilter there. It's stupid. It's stupid. I may have been saying it wrong, but I think in spirit I was saying it right because his real name's dumb. Anyway, Tamurkhan leading some pestigores, Fleshy Abundance Caster, Bile Trolls, and then 3 Plague Ogres. Well, Tamurkhan. God, it's so stupid. Tamurkhan is, it's so dumb! I am pausing the video. It's so dumb! I'm trying to relearn how to say it. Tamurkhan. Tamurkhan. It's so stupid. Oh, it's such a bad name. I way prefer the way I used to say it. Anyway. For Grand Cathay, we have Jade Warrior front lines with some Jade Warrior halberds. Now, any Jade Warrior blank unit took minus 10 armor. They are a little less tanky. We have 2 Celestial Dragon crossbows, Zaytang the Watcher, and Zhao Ming. He brought his Dragon's Breath attack. And maybe Final Transmutation, but now that he is in his dragon form, I can't see that. We also have a couple Iron Hail Gunners. Tamurkhan is coming through the woods. Pigman did choose this approach so that he could at least be hidden by the woods from Zaytang's snipe for a little bit. But the rest of the Grand Cathay army is outside the woods waiting for him to get here. They did take an engagement in the woods, which they probably don't want. They should probably just back off and make them come out in the open. But I wonder if they're hoping to get the Bile Trolls and Plague Ogres to fight them in the woods, where their spears would get some bonuses, because large things fighting in the woods, unless they have Woodsman or Strider or something, do take some debuffs. Tamurkhan is pushing through, getting sniped down by Zaytang. Zhao Ming is back to his human form, so I can finally see he does have Final Transmutation. I would love a Final Transmutation right here. 2 single entities, including one being very expensive, but also just a blobbed up bunch of dudes. That would be pretty good. Plague Ogres are through the front line. Jade Warriors running up to deal with them while Iron Hail Gunners fall back, though there's not a bunch of spears and halberds in their way, so they should largely be fine. Zaytang still getting good snipes onto Tamurkhan. Iron Hail Gunners still firing downhill. They probably want to aim at these Plague Ogres that are right in front of them. They're kind of firing at these ones that are further away, and their spread shot is doing a little bit of friendly fire, but it's just not getting too much done. Tamurkhan is coming over. Wants to go fight Zhao Ming for a bit. He does get off his first breath attack. Right down the line. Good damage on the Iron Hail Gunners and reduces their reload skill. Then it's going to ignore them and actually go duel Zhao Ming for a bit. Risky. It's very risky to offer yourselves up to Iron Hail Gunners like that, even after debuffing them. I mean, they're still a spooky, scary ranged unit. Plague Ogres in a little bit over their heads as they're now fighting Jade Warriors on all sides. While they do have armor piercing and anti-infantry, they're just like, I don't know, ogres in general, whether it's on the Ogre Kingdom's roster or on Nurgle's roster, they like to fight on chaff. That's mostly what they want to do. Is a Fleshy Abundance started, and Tamurkhan was not in the circle. He barely got there to get that overcast, but Nurgle is very behind on the balance of power. That is a little fraudulent, as Zaytang is a huge amount of the balance of power, and he could die quite quickly if Nurgle ever surrounds him. And there's an awful lot of Grand Cathay melee infantry left, but we'll see how much that matters. I mean, I guess it's like not like Nurgle has a Mortis Engine or Stream of Corruption on the field. They could struggle with Jade Warrior spam in the late game, but I doubt it. Despite their high stats, it really feels like Jade Warriors or Jade Warrior Halberds can't, like, grind through an entire army. They just hold forever. But they don't kill anything. Zhao Ming trying to transform into his dragon and get out of here. Gets up into the sky, leaves Zaytang to his own devices. And Zaytang is going to try and path his way through, though I really expect Nurgle won't let him get away for too long. And Nurgle is still down on the balance of power, though... I don't know. I'd rather be Nurgle in this situation, honestly. Bile Trolls are trying to keep Zaytang a little honest, following after him with their rotting swords. That was a random shot, Zaytang, but whatever. Teach their own. Tamurkhan and his boys. Killing off Peasant Longspear is going to rout them soon. Everybody else is routing too, so Grand Cathay is going to have to really make sure they keep those guys going. And Zaytang is catching out some, not Zaytang, sorry, Zhao Ming is catching out some Plague Ogres that are very low in HP, still have half their models and whatnot. But I wonder if that's even going to matter. He's losing his big, crazy Sniper Gundam. Everybody else is super injured, so it's pretty much just down to a full health Jade Warrior, Zhao Ming, and then the Empress Chroman at full HP. Everything else is dead for Cathay, and I do count Zaytang because he's pretty bad in melee combat, which I'm not complaining about, that is fine. But he's pretty bad in melee combat, so as long as Nurgle keeps him in some form of melee, they're going to be largely fine. Otherwise for Nurgle, we still have some Plague Ogres with a bit of HP, some Pestigores, but a full health Tamurkhan, and then a full health Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle is probably enough to close this game out. Zaytang, why do I keep saying Zaytang? Zhao Ming is not a very good duelist. He's like okay, but he can't deal with Tamurkhan. Meanwhile, Zhao Ming's trying to save the last of his Jade Warriors from the forces of the Plague Ogres. Is going to rout off one of them. The other one's ITP, making it a little harder to get rid of. And these other Plague Ogres are still chasing down Celestial Dragon Crossmen. Zhao Ming's not going to be able to clear out all of these people. And it's not like Cathay brought any Jade Lancers or anything that can really help out. Here goes Zaytang. Now he's under attack by the big boy himself on his dragon. The Bile Trolls are in his way, actually stopping him from getting through and doing any damage to Zaytang. Either way, still means the big mech is dead. Plague Ogre's trying to fight Zhao Ming as the Empress Chroman thinking about diving in. They might want to go for these guys over here and at least save one Celestial Dragon Crossman. That could get you a bit of DPS. But Zaytang's about to start that slow construct crumbling, which is just nice guaranteed value. Zhao Ming continues to tail whip his way through Plague Ogres as they try and beat him up. And Pestigore is actually almost heal capped, and they must have gone through that Rancid Visitation's Overcast, or the Fleshy Abundance Overcast, my bad. As they will get pushed off by the Emperor's Chroman. But Zaytang's dying, and all of a sudden the balance of power is starting to indicate how I've felt for a while, that Cathay is in deep trouble here. So Zaytang is doomed. Pestigores did get killed off by the Onyx Chroman. If they can recharge these Plague Ogres by Zaytang, they could rout those guys off before Tamurkhan gets here. We'll see. Big boy's ready. He has one Unspeakable Foulness breath attack left. Does he even bother using it? I mean, there's more of his units than the enemies in the way. I can see him just not wanting to bother the friendly fire. There he goes. He is charging in. Black Cleaver plus Fecundity healing him up. Black Cleaver giving him more stats as Zhao Ming transforms into his human form. Does he have a final transmutation? It does not look like it, as that is an overcasted Fleshy Abundance coming in to heal up all of the Nurgle units in the area. There is a final transmutation from Zhao Ming, but the balance of power is so danger low, and he even gets canceled from casting it when he's in his human form. He can get knocked over rather easily. Army losses is hitting as the final transmutation lands. And it's Undercast, which the Undercast Final Trans is currently bugged and does significantly less damage than it's supposed to. So an even more futile gesture. That's a good win here from Pigman. Tamurkhan, just not a lot of value, and that's largely what I expected out of him. On his dragon, he just doesn't feel worth it personally. You probably just want to take him on foot. Other than that, Pestigores did amazing, as they tend to for some reason. Their stats don't look that impressive, but they just always kind of show up. Bile Trolls and Plague Ogres did great. For Captain Telis, Zaytang did okay. Zhao Ming did okay as well. Celestial Dragon Crossman struggled to get their value back. The Iron Hail Gunners mixed, and then Jade Warriors did okay. Peasant Longspears did pretty well. GG. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.